Hey guys, what's up? This will be coming from G&A today. So I've got a new little pistol I want to show off today. This is a Llama, or I think in Spanish it's pronounced Llama. This is a 22 caliber. So before I get into the gun, it's been a little while since I've been around. I think it's coming up on 5 months since I made a video. And I appreciate Channel Cat Chaser giving me a little bit of a nudge to make a video. Just things have kind of been changing in my life, all for the better, but things have just changed a lot, and it's just, I don't know, just dealing with all the YouTube stuff and all that. I just kind of took the opportunity of making the changes to just kind of lay off for a little bit. I definitely haven't laid off my interest in guns or anything like that, for sure. It's just the YouTube deal. I just kind of got tired of dealing with the stuff that you deal with. But anyways, I do have several videos that I'd like to put out, and actually I guess quite a few, but we'll see what happens. So anyways, this is the newest little pistol that I got. Like I said, this is a Llama. I think Llama is the best pronunciation. I think everybody in America calls it a Llama. I picked this thing up for about $230, $240, somewhere around there, and it's actually in pretty good shape. So this is in the style of a 1911. It's got a hammer, it's got the safety like a 1911. It takes down exactly like a 1911. I'll show you that. With a snap cap in the chamber. It's got a straight pull trigger and pretty nice trigger. It's got a few things obviously that disqualify it for that. It's got an external extractor here. The grip angle is not exactly right. It should be a little bit further out, just a tiny little bit, and there's several other things, but it takes down exactly like a 1911, so it's very, very similar to that. Okay, so anyways, we're empty there, we're empty there, we're empty. So I bought this 1911 22, I don't know, maybe half a year ago, 8 months, something like that. It's GSG 1911, which is definitely a cheaper one. And then I've recently also picked up a Browning, and this is the one that has the polymer frame. I didn't really know it was going to come with the polymer frame when I got that, but anyways, so definitely I just kind of got interested in collecting these 1911 22s. You can definitely see the size difference. This is close to a full-size 1911, which here is a full-size 1911, and it definitely dwarfs that, but kind of got into that. So you can see the angle on this 1911 needs to be further out, and this is a little bit closer in this way instead of being out like that. The Llama company, they went out of business, I think in the early 2000s or somewhere around there. Then somebody else has bought them out, and they're remaking guns under the name of Llama, but it's not the same factory. So this Llama, or Llama, which I guess is Spanish for the word flame, they actually made these from, I think, the mid-50s to the late 90s, somewhere around there. And mine was actually made, or at least it was proved, in 1989. The way to know that is if you look at these proof marks right here, it's generally right here, right above the trigger. There's going to be 3 proofs here. This tells where it was proofed at. This is that it passed inspection, and this is kind of the date code. Spain requires them to do this, and it's probably going to be kind of hard to see there, but that is an I2. Looks like I thought it was a 1 at first, but as I looked at the codes, it has to be an I. So there's an I, then like a little asterisk or a star and a 2. If you look on a reference chart to that, the I2 refers to 1989. It's a pretty cool little handgun. This magazine that came with it, it just ejects perfectly. It's so smooth. So in anticipation of this, I bought a couple of these Triple K magazines, which to get some of the original mags, they're pretty expensive, but Triple K makes these aftermarket magazines, and for some reason, it will not clip in, so I'm not sure what's going on with there. It says that it was made for the Llama XV. I don't know what's up with that. I can tell there's a little bit of geometric differences, but I don't think anything huge, so I may have to do some modification on these mags to get them to work in here. So I'm gonna show you takedown on this thing real quick. It's just like a 1911. Again, we're empty, good to go. The thing about this is it has a full-length guide rod, so it makes it a little bit more difficult, but you do the same thing. You push the plunger down, and this is definitely not gonna be easy on camera. Spin the bushing over, let your plunger, recoil spring come out. That worked out easier than it did earlier. And then like I said, you got the full length guide rod in there. So you just spin the bushing around that way to release it from the lugs there. I'm going to push this back to where the notches line up. Slide stop pulls out like that. We're off. Got your full length guide rod there, and that's definitely made out of steel. And got your barrel there. Of course, the barrel's a little bit different than a 1911, but it takes apart exactly like a 1911. So one of the reasons I was interested in this is recently I've been noticing how many plastic fantastic guns I have, and I decided, you know what, and I've still bought a couple plastic guns, but I thought, you know what, I want some steel frame guns, so that's what I've been doing. And this is definitely a steel frame. It's not like it's some alloy frame or whatever. This is a steel frame. This little thing, just the frame right here, definitely feels some heft in there. I can tell that it's got some good weight to it. I don't think any of these parts are interchangeable with standard 1911, which, I mean, I don't guess you would think that since it's so much smaller, but it does have a grip safety. Just like that, it goes back together. Pretty sweet little gun. I haven't been able to go out and shoot it yet, but I'll definitely get some range video of that sometime soon, hopefully. You can see on the base plate of this mag, made in Spain. And you might be able to see on the base of this mainspring housing, it says made in Spain. So Jama caliber 22. On this side, Gavilando y Ciudadela, España. Stoeger Industries, made in Spain, and then you can see the serial number there. Starts with an A. I don't know what this little X is right here about. I'm not sure. Because you have this X over here for the proof. So I don't know what that is. I don't know if that designates something else or what. Maybe that is the model number. I hadn't thought about that. But I don't think they have just an X. I don't know. Because I don't see the model number on this anywhere. Thought it was going to be an XV. I just picked this up today from the FFL. This thing is definitely a little sweetheart. This is me coming to you from G&A today. Thanks for watching.